Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, July 5th. And you can see sunshine out there this morning, but clouds also moving in. We're going to see some of these clouds hang around, but as the day progresses, we should see more in the way of sunshine. Definitely going to be on the warm side with humidity and dew points on the rise as well. It's going to start to feel muggy here the rest of the week. And we have a good shot at some very significant rainfall here, especially as we get into the day on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on a scattered basis. But again, when all is said and done, I think many areas will pick up 3/4 of an inch or better as we get into early Saturday morning. If we take a look at the headlines, you can see the heat starts today, and then we're going to have pretty good storms from Wednesday into Friday. Right now, severe weather doesn't look like a high probability, but certainly we're going to have to keep an eye on that. I think especially as we get into Thursday and Friday. But again, for the most part, hopefully we can get some very beneficial rains out of this. And it makes sense. Wheat harvest is getting ready to start, so sure enough, it should rain. As we look at our normals for the day, the normal high is 83, the normal low is 57. You can see yesterday in Breckenridge we had a high of 82, a low of 57 with no precipitation. If we look at the conditions around the area from yesterday, you can see cooler temperatures across the southeast part of the state where they had more clouds. Temperatures only made it into the mid 70s with low 80s up here with more sunshine in mid-Michigan. And if we look at the current conditions across the area, very mild start to the day with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s across most areas, and across the Great Lakes, much the same there, lots of 60s, and the consistency due to plenty of cloud cover. And you can see our winds out of the southwest. That's going to be ushering in some of that very warm air. Again, temperatures today in the mid to upper 80s looks like a pretty good bet. If we look at the next slide, you can see this is the moisture deficits that we have noticed. You can see currently for the entire area of MAC, our and LAC, our normal, or our, rather our percentage compared to normal is only at 45%. And for the months of May, June, and the first few days of July, this is a weighted average, so it's very accurate. 59% of the normal amount of rainfall. So again, very dry, and some areas are very dry. You look in the month of June where Breckenridge only picked up 13% of its normal rainfall, Lansing only 16. So again, we need the rain, and I think we're going to get a pretty good amount here over the next few days. And you can see in a graphical format, only 2 days we had Lansing in May, and then we had this month Henderson right now is just above the 100% mark of the normal, or pretty much normal. Everybody else is quite dry. And if we look at the radar out there this morning, nothing around the Great Lakes except for off to our southeast that's heading away from us. We'll see our showers and thunderstorms develop here off to the west here as we get into late afternoon and to tonight. And again, that activity will move in the morning. It'll diminish a little bit. And then we expect new storms to form here later tomorrow. And I think we got a pretty good shot at rain as we get, especially into the afternoon across much of the area. If we look at the forecast map for this morning, you can see the area brings some of those showers off to our southeast and move off to the east. And then we expect organizing areas of low pressure as a front will begin to push north as a warm front. As we get into the day tomorrow, you can see the area of showers and even some severe storms developing off to the west here later today and tonight. And then by tomorrow, we expect that we're in the area of at least scattered thunderstorms as this warm front begins to push in, and a stronger low back off to the west. That'll be heading this way as we get through the day, Wednesday night into Thursday. And you can see by Thursday morning, low pressure system is going to be moving up towards southern lower Michigan. That should put us in pretty good shot position for rain. Again, I think this area of severe weather and some locally heavy rains will probably be pushed a little bit farther north into the Great Lakes, but we'll see on that. If we look at the next slide, you can see growing degree day wise, and we'll have a full report on the internet on the website here this afternoon, but you can see we're doing quite well. Not a problem with growing degree days. We're well ahead of last year, and we're in the upper portion of where we have been over the last 20 years at this point. As far as precipitation, we show different models that I look at. This particular one is a US model, the NSOP WPC's 6-day rainfall or 144-hour map. And you can see much of the Great Lakes, southeast lower Michigan, around 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and then over an inch for much of central and northern Michigan back into the UP. So plenty of rainfall expected here over the next 6 days on the WPC's official outlook. You can see most of the Great Lakes between 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a quarter, with heavy rains back in Wisconsin into Iowa and into Missouri, and then across the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Again, a good amount of rainfall looks like it's going to fall. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.